It's something called level up principle. Okay, all right, we'll talk about it. The topic, we touch this from the different lens. When I say different lens, what I meant is, yeah, few things, right? Maybe we would use kindergarten as an example. Trying to see the parallels between physical life um and the soul. Maybe we would talk about a little bit on soul plan. What is the soul plan? Um, and maybe we will talk about the closing. I know the closing is one of the toughest thing for anybody, but we will talk about it when we are closing the chapter on this planet Earth. What would be, what are those things each one of us would focus on in that last few minutes, maybe last few days, and we will sum it up at the end. All right. So I think I wanted to start with something called level up principle. Let's say each one of us, imagine we are attending a kindergarten long time back, especially for me. I don't know for you how old you are. Maybe it could be a few years back. Attending a kindergarten is fun, right? When I say fun, there are a lot of crayons are there. After having a lunch, we get a chance to take a nap. Once we get up from the nap, there would be a snack time. Then, and remaining time is either playtime, cleanup time, maybe a little bit of social training, whatnot, right? So that's the kindergarten. But what if we continue to attend the same kindergarten for 40 years? Because, yeah, it's comfortable. I don't have to do anything. I go to kindergarten, maybe do those 1 + 1 = 2, recite those poems, draw the things with crayons, eat, sleep, come back home. But I don't think none of us wanted to choose that. And then the reason for that is, right, the level of principle, right? It gets bored doing the same thing. The same thing applies to the soul as well. Each one of us come to earth not for a vacation. There are few souls, they come maybe primarily the comfort, but majority of us come to earth for education. You might be wondering what education? I'm not talking about the physical learning of the math, maybe by hearting tables, maybe the profession that we want to be. The soul is not interested on those things. The soul is really interested some of the qualities. The qualities, maybe unconditional love, be in the know who we are, not really physical, but beyond the physical. Continue to remind ourselves what is our true purpose is. Maybe when I say the true purpose or who we all know who we are when we were in the mother's womb. The moment, a baby born, and someone, either doctor or a parent, cut that cord from the mother. That's where a first exhale happens from the baby. That's the time we forget who we are. And all this journey is indeed at the soul level, remembering who we actually are and trying to live those values. All the meditation that we do is actually whatever the breath we lost, all that knowledge. With the meditation, we wanted to regain that wisdom that's available in the universe, but we need to able to get back. That's what all we are doing the meditation and all, to get back to that wisdom, knowing who we are, and then remembering who we are, and then continue to uphold those values. That's the education, from the soul standpoint. I think the question really is, right, why bad things happens to good people. I think I wanted to use the analogy. When those things are happen, there are high level of lessons that we learn. When things are often happening, there is a high level lessons are involved in it. All right, I think you able to hear me. I just see a pop-up saying, connection is not stable. Um, for example, I wanted to give you, when it comes to the soul, we don't get our muscles by picking up a small feathers. We get our muscle from the soul standpoint by picking up heavy weight. Whenever a bad thing happens, this is very common for 99% of our human population. When a good person faces a heavy challenge, like losing someone they love, their soul is lifting a heavy weight. On the outside, it feels like they are suffering, but on the inside, their light muscles are becoming strong enough to ascend their consciousness. I think you won't be, again, I get it, why the bad things happen and then what is involved in it. I think I wanted to use a quick switch gears into a soul plan. I think, we plan for events, right, in life. Maybe, a birthday party, maybe a retreat. That's a classic, right? There would be a registration page, there would be a travel, there would be a logistics, there would be a food arrangements, there would be, yeah, lodging, all that, right? There is a planning involved. Do you think, or even from, if you're not aware, do you think before we come to birth, do you ever imagine there would be a soul plan happens? Or maybe, when I say soul plan, in other words, right, I'm trying to interchange. This is a soul contract or a spirit school schedule. Similar to retreat, we have a schedule, right? Hey, on day 1, day 2, day 3, these are the times where lunch and dinner and breakfast are served. These are the open slots. Our schedule is not really fixed. It's more of a fluid in nature. And there are some fixed things we do during the lunch. Yes, exactly at 12, lunch break, right? There are some fixed schedules, some fluid schedule. In the same way, when when each one of us, before we take a birth on this planet, we cherry pick our father, our mother, our brothers, our spouse, our kids, and also the close people with whom we are spending time in the current life. Everyone is cherry picked by you and you accepted them, they accepted you for this role. You might be wondering, how come my mother-in-law is there in that group? Or maybe a mother-in-law thinking, how come my daughter-in-law is, in that group? Or, for that matter, anyone, right? But I want you to pause for a second and then imagine, even if that is true, everyone in the life, your family members, parents, in-laws, kids, the boss, your best buddies, and your best critic, all are have a soul contract. And the purpose of that contract involves many things. Maybe the soul plan consists of these 5 layers. Just imagine, not imagine, just orient yourself. When we go through, try to see in your life what is that for each of that layer. The first one is a purpose layer. This is your main vibe. Are you going to be a meditator, an energy healer, a doctor, a protector, a builder? That is your main purpose layer. You are drawn, some people are drawn for teaching. Some people are drawn for serving, maybe doctor, maybe nurse, maybe, they're taking care of a few ashrams, or maybe they're taking care of few children's shelters. It doesn't matter. That's the purpose layer. The second one is a lesson layer. The lesson layer consists of a tough situations that would be planted throughout your life. For example, if you experience a mean friend, the lesson might be learning how to stand up for yourself. That's the lesson layer. And the master, just before, when we asked the question, right, why bad things happens to good people, there is a karmic layer. That was exactly that master was mentioning. There is a karmic layer. There is a group of project. It's a group project, right? Involves an agreements with other souls to balance the things out from the past. It is like finishing a story. It is like unfinishing job. Some years back, some lives back, we have done something to others. We need to finish that story, right? We need to finish that. Finish the story. Maybe good thing, maybe the bad thing. At the physical level, when I say good thing, it gives the pleasure. Bad thing, it gives the pain. That is what at the physical pain I'm talking about. That's the karmic layer. Then there is a gift layer is there. Once you pass through the hard lesson, you get superpowers. That could be intuition, that could be absolute clarity, maybe kindness, maybe the great leadership. It doesn't matter, but you really check in your life. You might have learned important lesson because you gone through that obstacle. That could be you don't have a resources when you were a kid, but you strive for that excellence. Then because of that, you were given some opportunities, some wisdom. You know what that prize is, at one level. Maybe I think I wanted to tell, yeah. I wanted to tell one thing. If anyone gone through the hard situation and then they really learn the lesson from it, they will be offered a gift. The gift could be peace. The gift could be healing powers. The gift could be abundance. The gift could be finding their soulmate, or maybe they find their spiritual crew. It doesn't matter. I want you to, just look back into your life. What are those gifts that were given to you? Not because we are eligible. It was presented to you because we learned the lesson. That's the fourth layer. Then the fifth layer is a free will. Even though we have a plan, each one of us are the boss. We can make new choices. We can change our plan. So for me, the soul plan, or the plan consists of these 5 layers. The purpose layer. the main purpose, the lesson layer. What are the other people with whom you interact to get those lessons? Obviously, the third layer, the karmic layer. Yeah, we need to finish or complete unfinished job. The gift layer, when you take in that lesson by going through those challenges, you will be given that gift. Finally, the free will. You do have a final say on everything that you, despite of you have your plan, you have a final say. You have a free will. So this is the soul plan, right? And then soul plan has a contract, right? For example, if there is a karmic layer is there would be a contract, you making a contract with somebody, some other soul, so that you guys get that lesson done. One person is giving that pain, other person is ascending it. Or maybe you you helping other people so that they evolve, they receive that help, and then they become giver rest of their life. That's the contract. I think, how do we know we are in a contract, right? Did you ever feel when you see someone, you have instant feeling that, oh boy, this person is talking to me directly. Everything that he say actually answering the questions that I have. Do you ever feel it? Do you ever see one person out of nowhere, first time you saw, you continue to see them, you continue to get that attraction to them. Sometimes they are good. Sometimes they're, despite of giving the problems, but still you admire them at one level that makes you to continue to go to that person. What does that mean? That's nothing but there is a instant connection. Then you know there is a contract between you is working there. The next one, this is a karmic loop, right? The same type of problems is happening in your lives or in our lives. It doesn't matter, over and over again. First time it happened, yeah, maybe it's just coincidence. Second time it happened, nope. There is universe. These situations are happening for you to learn the lesson. This is a loop pattern. It continue to happen unless we learn the lesson. And each loop, it's going to be more intense. First time when it happened, you have a choice. Okay, but people skip the choices, right? They choose the comfort choice. But second time, it's a little more intense. Third time, little more. Fourth time, they have no choice. They were put onto intersection. They were forced to take this way rather than having an option to choose any, south, east, north, west, whatnot. Then after 5 times, 10 times, they would be forced to take one way. That is the last iteration. Hey, I'm running out of the time. This is your plan. I'm just executing it. So that's the loop. And then maybe sometimes you feel like, oh man, I have done this before, but you don't know when in the current life. Maybe you done, you get a weird feeling. It feels familiar to me, right? That means these are the contracts, or these are the things that you have done in the previous life. Then the last thing, right? Again and again, you are going to be pulled to the specific thing, maybe the mission are calling you to do something. And when you have these things, right, instant connection, the loop scenario, the pull towards certain thing to take an action, talk to them, and then maybe do the meditation with them. You don't know why, but there is a pull. That means there is a contract in works there. All right. We talked about 5 layers of the soul plan, and we did talk about how do you know you are in a contract. I think I wanted to maybe talk about how to complete the contract. That contract could be a karmic contract, right? And we will talk about a few things and then switch the gears. Uh, Anything happens in life, right? Acceptance is the first thing. Maybe at the physical level, oh boy, this person is giving a lot of pain. That's the physical lens. But if you really see the same thing from soul contract level, You might say, I trust this person or situation. It is here to help me grow. It's as simple as it, right? This situation or event is happening for me to grow. And then what is the lesson I need to learn from this? You accept it, and then you are thinking on the loop. This situation is happening. That means something I need to learn. What is that lesson is? Its lesson is simple, right? If you are really going through a pain because of the mean character, then the lesson is, oh, okay. If I mean to someone else, this is what it feels. I'm making a commitment to myself. I'm not going to do that. This is my foundational value going forward. Bingo. If you practice it 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, you got the experience. You don't have to go through the loops. The people, whoever is giving that problem, they will transfer or you will transfer. That's where breaking the contract mean or closing the contract mean. So the first one is acceptance, right? The second one is reflection. What is that I need to learn from it? Every situation, I want you to be asking two things. Am I accepting the situation or event of this person? What is the reflection? What do I need to learn from this situation, event? If you really learn it, when you say learn it, I'm not talking of the physical learning. At the soul level, if you really, really strengthen that quality, whoops, contract, no more contract needed. It evaporates at the either level. All right. So the next one, right? We kind of talked about it. Hey, we all have an option, right? We have a free will, right? Can I change my soul plan? Yes, that's where the release. When you really go into that deep state and you release it, you talk, hey, I learned the lesson from this. Now I'm taking my energy, back from this. I completely learned the lesson and then I'm releasing my energy from that contract. Yeah, that's the release. And the last two things, right? Do we have even the courage to say thank you to the people who give hardest, toughest pain to us in our lives? Do you even have a courage to send blessings and then thank you to the people who give the troubles to us? That's the gratitude. Without that person, without that soul contract, you are never able to learn that lesson. Maybe I would tell a story, a little soul story in a bit, and that would help us to understand a little bit what is the soul plan is in a bit. And the last one, how to complete a contract, right? We said acceptance. We said reflection. Reflection is what is the lesson this situation is teaching. We release. We say gratitude. And the fifth one is rewrite. This rewrite is, right, you change the lens. Don't look at things from the physical life. Oh, no, that person is giving me a pain. That's the physical lens through which we are looking. I want you to switch that lens to higher dimension. Always take it. I know it's painful, but I'm learning a lesson from it. Choose joy instead of pain. It's tough, but when you do that, you are clearing off. While going through the pain, we have two choices to make. We keep complaining about it and then continue to go. Many people choose that. There is nothing wrong. It is their soul state. But there are few people. They don't complain. They just accept it. They don't know the answers to tomorrow. For that matter, nobody have an answers to tomorrow. But their mental illusion feels that way. But in reality, no one knows what's tomorrow, right? But still, you choose the joy. You be in the current moment, enjoy the joy, and take one step at a time. Whoever do that right, they are rewriting their destination. They're not dwelling in the future. They're not dwelling in the past. They are in the present. They take every moment, what is the right thing to do, and then enjoy because they are taking the right actions. They're not looking into future, what's going to happen. They know what needs to be done in this moment. They take it. That's the rewriting the story. All right. That's about the soul contract. I said, how are we tracking? Okay, we are 30 minutes into. I said I'm going to talk about the soul story. This is a kid story, by the way. You know, think of a situation. There is a different realm where super consciousness is available to visit. All other light beings there. There is a little soul, yeah, little light being, right? Uh, and when one day a super consciousness, again, for lack of clarity, a lack of better words, I'm using a super consciousness as a, someone or maybe something that actually manifest all these universes. Okay, I call that as a super consciousness for lack of better words. And then there is a little pieces, like you and me. Yeah. All these, small souls on this journey to awaken towards that consciousness, that big consciousness. These two little souls are playing together. And the super consciousness came there. And one of the little souls said, for lack of better word, I'm using that super consciousness as a god. Yeah. Again, don't imagine it's a form. Just it's a consciousness. But I use the word God for relatability. This little soul said, God, you always come and then you tell me whatever I ask, you say you will give it to me. But today I'm going to ask you what exactly I want. The God said, yeah, why not? Ask. I always say the same thing. And then today also I'm saying the same thing. You ask, what do you want? Then the little soul said, I want to experience love. The God laughed in a subtle way. But God said, you are love. See, then little soul said, see, God, I asked something and then you're giving me a response back saying that I'm love, but I want to experience love. Again, God said, you are already love. You are experiencing the love. No, no, no. I want to take a form where I forget myself, but I wanted to experience what's the love mean. The God said, you don't have to. You are love. You are enjoying everything, every moment. You are experiencing the love. In fact, you are experiencing the unconditional love. You giving that to everyone around you. The little soul said, see, God, you said you are going to grant what I ask for. Now you are giving me all these explanations. Then God said, you know what? Your order is my command. So yeah, you choose what you want. Then little soul thought about it. You know what? I want to experience the love. Okay. Where do you want to go? I want to go to planet Earth. Aha. You want to go to planet Earth. Okay. Then God said, in order for you to experience love, you need other character, other soul who can have a contract with you so that you can experience love. Huh. Then the little soul started wondering, who would come along with me to give that experience? The little soul's best buddy jumped in, and then the little soul's friend said, my dear, I love you so much, but you are asking the God consistently. I wanted to have a contract with you so that you can experience the love in the, while you live on the planet Earth. Then God said, are you sure? Yes. Okay. They both have a contract. And the little soul friend said, once I give you that experience, can you please forgive me? The little soul said, yeah, why not? You are my best buddy. I'm going to forgive you. Sure. Okay. Then everybody is aligned. God said, yes. When I say God, all the soul masters, everyone said, okay, it's a perfect plan. Let's put this into execution. So time gone by, I'm talking about the physical level, time gone by, and the soul friend, the little soul's friend, taken a birth as a girl on the planet Earth first. And she got married. And she got a baby. And the little soul who wanted to experience the love is actually come into that family as a little girl. And as part of the contract, we are in the planet Earth, right? It's a duality. In order to experience love, a person has to go through other side of the love. That is hate. The mom and the physical life started hating the little one so badly. At one point, the little soul, the little girl realized it. So painful. Through that painful, she knows what the love mean, and she become love, and then started giving the love to everyone. Whatever she lacks, she know what it means, and then she started giving the love. And then it took 15 years for that little girl to go through that pain of lack of love and to become love. Time gone by. But the little soul forget to forgive her mother. And after some time, they both went back. And the God and everyone is looking at, hey, this is your soul plan. You guys did many things, right? But you did not forgive. That means whatever the energy that mom given to the child, now it's the time the mom has to receive, because you forget to forgive. There is no right or wrong, but you guys take another life to get that things worked out. That's the simple story of each one of us. Whether we believe it or not, that's the story. Each one of us. Always think the people that you don't like, those are the people who signed up a contract with you to awaken you, to shake you up, so that something inside of you would flower, would become brighter. And as part of the soul contract, the condition is we need to forgive them. If you don't, then it's a loop. All right, I know you get the point, right? We will open up for questions. There is one last item I wanted to talk about. This one is right. Yeah, what matters in those final moments, right? Why I'm talking those final moments. It's very important. We will come back. We can see before we close our day, how do we reflect back? I wanted to focus on that. For that, I wanted to anchor a little bit on the final moments for anybody. It really doesn't matter what car we drive and all the other things, right? Yes, we need to enjoy, have fun. I'm not talking about, but all the other identity at the ego level, it has a zero value. But what matters is, unconditional love. You remember you made other person feel safe or seen or loved. Those are matters most at that point in time. And then also you see the burden of the forgiveness, because we wanted to be light when that moment arises, right? But we are holding all that weight of the, unnecessary burdens. We wanted to fly in the hot air balloon, but all the anger, resentment, guilt, whatever is holding us back in that moment, oh dang, I did not do the things. And then what matters is how many moments we really spend time with joyfully, even the small things. Yeah, the small things. When you see your spouse is not feeling well, do you have even courage to go switch on the stove and then put and do something for them? These are small moments, but those are joyful moments. All these are matter. And then one thing everyone realize, that's the time they realize we are not alone. There are so many astral masters are around us to support. That's the time they realize, oh man, why I don't know when I was, when I was in my prime. Because you are not tuned into this channel. Your frequency is at the physical level. Sorry, but these are matters. Each one of us need to bring that to everyday level. Okay, how did my day go today? Did I help anyone beyond myself, my family, right? That could be even simply smiling, or even simply sending a blessing, or simply living the gratitude that, oh boy, this universe given me everything for me, not because I'm worthy of it, because they presented to me. It's such a gratitude, right? What what lens are you looking at your day? Can you reflect? Can you reflect some of these things every day to change our course right now, today, rather than the last moment? All right, I think that's the perfect pause. All I say is, right, when you are a teacher, you give the hard problem to your brightest kid, aren't you? Because you want them to grow. Because you want them to challenge, and that way he can evolve. That's exactly how we write our soul plans. Not the God. Yes, there is a higher masters approved it, but we choose it. We choose it to evolve, or maybe we choose it to help other clan within our soul family to evolve. Maybe we choose some of our ancestral traumas. Hey, you know what? It's been 7 generations. It's continued to happening in our family generation. Maybe being angry. I am here to overcome the anger, not for myself, but cleansing from DNA of all my generation. Do you see that? Aha. That could be, other things, right? I want you to realize it. Each one of us doing amazing work, and the inspiration to ascension at times happens with the hard, tough luck, with those road bumps. And these bumps are planted by each one of us when we were on the other realms. I just want to pass that. Always ask those 3, 4 things, right? What is that? Accept, reflect, thank the people who giving you hardest problems in your life, rewrite the course, express the gratitude. Don't focus on why these things happen to you or to me or anything, because it's your plan, period. All right, that's all I have today. We will open up for reflection or any questions you may have.
Sure, Master. Please raise your hands if you have any questions, and I'm also enabling the chat so you guys can post your questions there.
All right. If any of you attending the retreat, I want you to anchor these two things, right? Anything in the life that's happening. Yeah. Reflect on that, accept on it. Healing starts with acceptance, period. If you are not able to accept what it is, it's exactly ego. If you're able to accept it, that's where the journey of healing starts. Magically, nobody able to help. I know everyone can help certain extent, but majority of these are within. So always, prepare yourself and be ready to get fast forwarded during the retreat. Acceptance and reflection, gratitude.
Master,
All
if
right.
you increase our vibration, like how we talked about yesterday, like the theta state and all, so will these acceptance, reflection, and gratitude, all these start automatically without our intention?
There are the two things, right? We set an intention during that state, and the challenge is not challenge. We need to continue that vibration throughout the day or as often as we can. That's the vibrational state that requires the trust. For example, if we put a seed in the ground, it's a pitch dark, we only water it. Yeah. But there are the times our mind says, is it really growing? We dig and then look at it, right? What is that? What is happening there? We don't have a trust. That's the reason we opened up and then we restart from zero. The process is more of a trust. We maintain this frequency and it takes the energy vibration to catch up to the physical form. Until that time, we need to maintain that. We need to have a trust. How can we get a trust? We need to experiment with small things. And then from that, we gain the experience. It's not my experience, but it's each one of our experience. That experience shapes our trust. And then that trust take us into the next level. And then all these things starts.
Thank you,
Making
Master.
sense?
Yeah, there is a question in the chat. How
Okay.
to overcome the sadness in oneself is the question.
Sadness of what? Can somebody give an example, more specific question? Pointed answer. More general question? Generalized answer. It may not help.
Yeah, I will try to unmute Kamaleshwari. Jai Hanuman, I will put some meditation for us.
We'll do the stiffness. Then after that, we'll breathe out everything and then do the whole body, like the chakras and also the hands and legs. And then at the end, we'll do the face. Okay. So let's do with me. Breathe in and hold the breathing. So first we'll do the hands. And then release. Now breathe in and do the legs. Release and then breathe in. Let's do the bandhanas. Let's breathe in and do the face. Now breathe out and let's do the whole body. Okay, relax the body and totally relax. Lock the hands and keep the leg on each other. Total relaxation. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. I am the divine soul. I love my life. I am the soul came from the higher power. I am the divine soul came from the higher power. I love my life. Relax even more. Let go all the thinking and doing. Relax even more. Release. Relax. Ease the body even more. Let go. Let go. Let go of the shoulders. Let go of the face. Let go of the hands. Let go of the stomach, chest, throat. Legs. total relaxation. I'm inviting my Hanuma and the Sun God, the Guru to Hanuma, whom you can see every day as a bright light. I'm inviting that bright light into my body, into my life. Hey Hanuma, give us the strength to protect my aura, to help myself, to increase my soul power. I'm inviting Lakshmi Narayana and their parivar and also Saptarishis. Feel the energy. Golden, bright yellow light is entering into our body. The Panchajanya Shankam. Feel the energy of the Panchajanya Shankam, which releases what we don't need in our body, the negatives. It cleanses our aura with the positive vibes. Feel the Shankam sound. Feel the energy of the Panchajanya Shankam. Let's invite Sudarshana Chakra. Million sun gods light of Sudarshana Yajna, the Sudarshana Chakra. Let's feel the light of the Sudarshana Chakra entering into our body. Every cell is energizing, and all the things we don't need in our body, the darkness is completely releasing. It's totally releasing. Let it go. Let it go. All our cells are energizing with the Vishnu Parivaram sounds, and our DNA is getting repaired totally. Hey, Masters, heal me, whatever I need to be released from my body. Heal me from top to the bottom. Hey Hanuma, I am at your feet. Please, whatever I need to release from my body, what I needed to be healed, please heal me. I want to do seva to the universe, whatever is obstructing to do the seva. My ego, my fears, my insecurities, please release everything, whatever are the obstructs. Hey Masters, please release me from my fears. I'm in total Sharanagati and surrendered. Total relaxation. Do not open your eyes. Please continue to do the meditation as long as you can. And see you tomorrow again. People who wants to sleep continues to go ahead and sleep and do the meditation. Sit, who wants to continue, sit and do, please continue.